Sports Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren. This is a real sports podcast for real fans.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct. It's the fourth and short segment. Happy Monday to everybody. Hey, all those on the YouTube side, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also share our wonderful channel if you're a lover of sports. Those that haven't heard us, man, welcome to the show. Also, all of those on the podcast show, on the podcast side, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also give us that, where's my hand at, 5-star review as five, and also give us that wonderful review when it comes to the wonderful world of sports. But we're here to talk tonight about the wonderful world of the National Football League. Week 15 is about to wrap up tonight with the Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks out in Seattle. D-Dub, what's up, man? We'll introduce the crew. D-Dub, it's only me and D-Dub tonight, rocking tonight. What's going on, bro? How are you?
Yeah. We doing good, man. Doing good. Sports Chasers Podcast, fourth and short. And yeah, man, it's good weekend. Good weekend of sports. I just left a bowl game. Hey, yo, before we get started, shout outs to Western Kentucky, man. Western Kentucky was down.
Came back
28-0. And I was like, oh my God. 28-0 to Old Dominion. Came back fourth quarter, scored a touchdown. They kicked the field goal. And they said good night to Old Dominion. Shout out to Western Kentucky for not giving up, staying in the fight, and playing a good bowl to start off with one of many other bowl games that went on this past weekend. But shout outs to them only because I was in the area.
Yeah, the bowl season started this weekend, so we'll recap some of the bowls, some of the major bowls. Of course, we will not be doing. But DW happened to be in the area, and yeah, shout out to Western Kentucky. They came back. They was down 28-0. I was like, this ain't too much of a game. But that's neither here or there. We're here to talk about the National Football League. D-Dub has on the Miami Dolphins hat today. I didn't think he would have on that hat. I thought we'd have on another AFC East team, the Buffalo Bills hat, but the
it's in the mail.
Yeah, it's in the mail. Miami Dolphins, they mud stomped the New York Jets yesterday down in South Florida. 20, what was the score? 28-0, 31-0, whatever
30,
it was.
30-0.
The Jets kind of mailed it in my opinion. I know that's not one of the games on our list.
They went on vacation, man. They on vacation, bro. So
what do the Jets do? I mean, is Robert Saleh the problem? I mean, have they lost the locker room?
I mean, what is it to do, man? They went in there and put their eggs all in one basket. And that's what happened. They put the eggs in one basket, and that one egg got cracked, and he was out for the most of the year. One egg got cracked, man, and he got cracked early. So I don't even understand all this hoopla talking about. He's cleared to play here soon, and
well, they just got officially eliminated on yesterday.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what you should sit your ass down, man. Ain't no sense of coming back. Just sit down and and wait on to next year, man. Hopefully, you're still good enough to, because again, I know we talk about the Jets right now, but there's no guarantee in this game. There's no guarantee that he's going to come back and be the Aaron Rodgers that we once knew.
Right.
So again, Jets is going to be in the same position next year, and God forbid if he goes down again. Hopefully he doesn't, and he has a good healthy run, and the Jets can get back on the runway, so to speak.
On the runway, yeah. Line them up.
Yeah, line them up, man.
Flight 2024, because Flight 2023 crash landed very early, man. They was in Mayday early.
No plane crash.
No, respectfully. Now, we said that very tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek, please.
Yes, please. Yes, don't cancel us. Let's move on. Let's move on to the games this weekend. On Saturday, we had the Minnesota Vikings versus the Cincinnati Bengals, man. Another comeback win with the Bengals winning in overtime, 27-24. And hey, Browning, the quarterback for the Bengals. Let me read this from the AP. Cincinnati trailing 17-3 late in the third quarter behind an offense that has struggled to move the ball. Bengals needed Jake Browning to be nearly perfect, and he definitely was. Browning led Cincinnati to 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns and directed the winning drive in overtime to the latest extraordinary performance since taking over the injured Joe Burrow, and the Bengals beat the Minnesota Vikings 27-24 to improve their position in the playoff race. DW, your thoughts on the Bengals and Minnesota?
Yo, shout out to Minnesota too, man. Minnesota played a good game. They still in the hunt, 7-7. And that kid, what's his Nick Mullins? He
Yes.
had a pretty good game, solid game, 26-33, 303 yards. Took 3 sacks. QBR, what is it, 41.9, rating 99. Yeah, he played a pretty solid game. So, shout out to Minnesota. But they took the L in this one. And Jake Brown, he came in and did the thing. Late, they came up big late, 21 points in that fourth quarter. So steady Joe Mixon, 10 carries. This is what he does, 47, 50 something yards. This is what he does. Chase Brown ran a little bit, 723 yards. Kudos to the Bengals also, man, because they still in the hunt, 8-6. They got a pretty, I think, what's their slate of games? Anybody know?
I'm not sure. Yeah. No. I don't know if our producer can put it up there. Shout out to our producer, Junior.
Because they got 3 games, and I'm trying to see how that playoff picture. We'll talk about that later on.
Steelers are next.
Steelers, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Coming up. So, 8-6. Cleveland also, we'll probably hit on Cleveland a little bit. They also won.
Yeah. That'll be our next game.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this about the Minnesota. Minnesota, though they played well, they lost. I was rooting for Joshua Dobbs earlier, and he had the last couple of games he didn't play well. And the NFL is, what have you done for me lately? And
exactly.
And he hadn't gotten it done the last couple of games, and Minnesota's in the predicament. And we know this has been the year of backup quarterbacks because the starters have been getting hurt, and you have to be able to plug and play with your offense with the quarterback. And we can see here, if you look at the New York Jets and with their quarterback situation and how they're not able to move the ball sometimes during the year, it looks awfully painful. And if you're not able to move the ball, it's null and void. And that's kind of what happened to when Dobbs went there. He started off fast and hot, and then kind of nosedive. And this is where they're at, man.
I mean, what happens is they're looking for a kid. They're looking for somebody to give them that spark, man. I mean, like I said, again, they're 7-7. They're still in the hunt. Matter of fact, I believe Minnesota got Detroit next, if I'm not mistaken. So this week coming up. So they're right there. They could mess this whole thing up, man, with Detroit. And I'll get to the Cowboys in here in a minute.
Oh yeah, all you Cowboy fans.
All you Cowboy fans. But Minnesota, they're still right there in the hunt, and with the 7-7 record. So, but no, getting back to them quarterbacks, man. Yeah, it's again what you said, man. What have you done for me lately? And that's just what it is for the quarterbacks. And so far, Nick Mullins has got the keys now. Let's see. You give you the keys. It's if you're gonna crash it or you're gonna drive it off.
Absolutely, man. So the Bengals are 8-6, Vikings are 7-7. Both are still in playoff contention, but it's getting late early. So we'll see what we'll see definitely what they have to do here within the next couple of weeks. And we'll take a look at the playoff picture here at the very end, man. Let me move on to the next game. The Cleveland Browns defeated the Chicago Bears. Bears are 5-9 now. The Browns are 9-5. The Browns don't score too many points, man, but their defense is good. Let me just read this from the AP here. AP for Miles Garrett. There's no explanation for the Browns' strange season. It's been a crazy, Zary Wild and weird. Says Garrett. Who could have wrote this story? Cleveland Star defensive ends acts. Not even Dr. Seuss. It doesn't even get more abstract than what we've gone through. Joe Flacco passed for 374 yards, 212 in the fourth quarter, and set up a Dustin Hopkins 34-yard field goal with 32 seconds left before the Browns withstood a Hail Mary in the final play to beat the Chicago Bears 20-17 on Sunday. So much on this game here. Joe Flacco, he overcame 3 interceptions. He didn't play all that well, but when it counted, he was money. And he delivered, and the Browns defense is stellar even up to the end with the Hail Mary that went in one of the Bears defensive back's hands.
Mooney.
In his hands.
Yeah,
Mooney's hands, and bounced out, and then one of the Browns was able to recover it and get it off the rebound, and that was the end of the game. The Browns win the game 20-17, and they are right there behind their division foes, the Baltimore Ravens. Here, your thoughts on the Browns and the Bears?
Yo, actually, that was an actually good game, man. And you know what? Yeah. I picked the Browns, right? I picked the Browns, like most, but I also knew that the Chicago Bears are one of these teams, man, that you just don't. They're a sneaky team. They suck, but they're a sneaky, sucky team,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So they're one of them type of teams that will catch you out there, catch you slipping. And then they almost came up with the win because they was leading late, 17-7, something to that effect. And the old wily veteran Joe Flacco, man, enough respect to him for coming up big during that stretch. He hit the tight end in JUCO and okay, that's how I'm saying his name, right?
Yeah.
The tight end, which they should be using him a lot more than they do. And they don't. And because he's a big body, came out of Miami. And they should, along with running the ball, I believe the Browns would be much better. And plus if they had a steady quarterback, which that's a whole nother issue with them. But hold on one second.
Oh, he's frozen. D-Dub got frozen there for a second. He was talking about the Browns getting a steady quarterback. And yeah, they had some quarterback issues from their quarterback that they signed for the richest NFL contract. He's out for this. Yeah, go ahead.
I got frozen there. I mean, once they get a steady hand at the quarterback, man, he went out, Deshaun Watson. So, the Browns, hey, Joe Flacco, he's a veteran. He knows how to play, and he was able to get that, get a win for the Browns on Sunday. So, kudos to them.
Shout out to all those in the comments, or whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, whatever. Shout out, thank you, everybody.
D Wells, yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, Rudolph getting ready to come save y'all, man.
No, he ain't. No, his nose ain't.
Got my slate tonight.
His nose ain't bright enough, bro. His nose ain't bright enough. So I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen. Y'all guys got a whole nother. Not trying to fire your coach. I don't understand that, but nonetheless, hopefully not. Wells, we gotta get you on so we can holler at you about that.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, Cleveland's in the hunt. Also, there's another team in the hunt, and they got, I believe, what's the last Browns remaining schedule? They got the Texans. That's going to be a good game. The Jets and Bengals. So they're in. These are winnable games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Texan game is going to be a hard game right there. Jets have already packed it in. So
yeah, I believe
they just playing for pride, but they playing for pride. But I couldn't tell on Sunday
That
with
was off.
that loss. But and then they got the Bengals. I'm not sure if it's in that order, but nonetheless, yeah. So Browns is up in there. They just got to handle business as it comes to them.
Gotcha. We'll move on to the shout out
Sorry,
to
sorry, producer.
yeah, I can't stand our producer sometimes. Anyway, pause. Yeah. Next game. Let me move on real quick. Yo, shout out to Tampa Bay, man. They're 7-7, and I know. Oh my gosh, somebody in the NFC South is going to win the division, and they're going to be able to host a playoff game. I'm sorry, that's what the rules say. That's what it is.
Hey.
Until it's changed, I don't want to hear nothing. So yes, there's going to be somebody in this NFC South that's going to be able to host a playoff home game because they won a division until things change. So as I preface that, let me just go on to say the Buccaneers defeated the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay yesterday, a good Green Bay team, I think, in my opinion, 34-20 behind Baker Mayfield. Now, listen, this show has criticized, has said a lot of things about Baker Mayfield, man, but Baker Mayfield has played very well this year, man. There's nothing you can say. Let's go by the numbers. He was 22 of 28 yesterday, which awesome, right? 381 yards, 4 TDs, no interceptions. His longest was 37. He had a steady dose of running from White and Edmonds. Godwin was his Godwin, of course, and Moore and Evans was his favorite receivers. Godwin was giving the most of the receptions, and Moore, Evans, and Roddy White, were able to grab TDs. Let me read this from the AP. Playing on a new team, eager to reach the postseason, Baker Mayfield reverses December fortunes at Lambeau Field. Mayfield threw for 381 yards, 4 touchdowns as Tampa Bay Buccaneers won their third straight 34-20 over the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. The Bucs 7-7 kept pace atop the NFC South standings with the New Orleans Saints, who beat the visiting New York Giants also on yesterday. So, like I said, Baker Mayfield, even in the national media, he's gotten a lot of flack, man, but he has played very well this season, man. And I give it to him, man. His cockiness and his willingness to just put it on out there, man. You kind of want to root for this guy to win, man. So, shout out to Baker Mayfield. DW, thoughts on Tampa and Green Bay. This is an old NFC match.
I'm not apologizing for the criticism that he received, and rightfully so. I mean, I don't think that the criticism that he got was unfair because when he came into the league, you know what I'm saying, he came in as a number 1 from Oklahoma State. Is that Oklahoma? Yeah, Oklahoma State, if I'm not mistaken, or Oklahoma. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I know somebody will in the comments, but nonetheless, he came in, and he deserves some of the criticism. He went to, he got to the Browns, came to Carolina. He went to the Rams. He would play in spurts. So show us a little bit of flashes, and and so far this year, man, he got Tampa Bay. They 7-7,
right?
And they playing good. He's playing well. I mean, you can't deny those numbers. 22 or 20, 28. 22 or 28, 4 TDs.
Yep.
Come on, man. You could say it's against Green Bay, but Green Bay has been playing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Except they took that loss, the L to the Giants the week before. But
right.
Other than that, Tampa Bay's in the mix. They're tied for first with New Orleans, and I believe if our super producer got it, their next 3 for Tampa Bay. They still in the mix, and we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, this is as good as it gets when it gets down the stretch, coming down the stretch, as far as playoff football. So I like it. I like it. I like the story. I like what's going on in Tampa Bay. So kudos to Baker Mayfield.
Kudos to Baker Mayfield. Shout out to Mom. Mom just gave us a shout out, man. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate that. Her Panthers won yesterday. They got that victory.
I know she wasn't in the stands. So, man, do you believe that went viral, bro? That went viral. The picture.
Right. Yes.
Shout outs Shout out to the Carolina Panthers. Yo, I mean, there was nobody in the stands. Like, this is like 10 minutes before kickoff, man. I mean, nobody was in there, man. I mean, now, mind you, it was a rain storm like nobody's business on yesterday. But hey, with also that the team is playing bad. I mean,
no, they're awful.
And it doesn't help that you're selling tickets for 50 cents, 45 cents. That's a disgrace. But nonetheless,
yeah. I saw a tweet yesterday, and a lot of people are giving a lot the owner, David Tepper, the business, and how they're saying that he has single-handedly destroyed the team. And so we'll see it. Shout out to our producer. Yeah, there you go. If you're looking.
Yeah, that was it right there.
And if you ever been to Bank of America Stadium in downtown Charlotte, that looks like that's up in the 500 section there. I've been there myself, working and being a visitor, and nobody was there. And see, D asked the question. He said, "Well, why wasn't the game blacked out?" Game wasn't blacked out because it goes on ticket sales. So all the tickets sold. So tickets were sold. I think 85% of the tickets have to be sold. If I'm not correct,
sold. Yes,
have to be sold in order for the game to not be.
Come on, David Tepper, do the right thing. Let us all move down to the lower bowl. No one's at the game. Figure out a way to make it happen. Make the announcement.
Crazy.
Shout out to the producer, man.
Hey,
so
make it happen, David. Make it happen.
Make it happen, David. Make it happen. Right. So, like I said, I've worked there, and I've in the capacity of what I've done before, and I've also been there as a visitor. 500 section is way up, and nobody was at the game, man. The show pros, the security people should let them people come down to the lower bowl and let them enjoy the game instead of enforcing, because nobody was there. It looked bad for TV. The times that I panned at the
game.
Go ahead, D.
Kev, I know a couple people in show pros, man. I don't think they would have stopped anybody, man. Them boys suck so bad. I mean, come on, man. Let the fans live a little bit, man. Go ahead and let them go ahead and get down there in a little bowl, man. Ain't nobody care, man. Yo, you selling tickets for 50 cents. What the hell are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, show pros, man. Yeah, exactly. They don't care, man. They're show pros, they good, man. But yo, hold on. Before we get that, I want to just hit on the Buccaneers remaining games, man. The Jaguars, the Saints, and the Panthers. So, Tampa Bay, I should say. Y'all are in control of your destiny. You just gotta you just gotta win out. And these are not games that it's impossible. You could literally get yourselves in the playoffs and have a good year.
Yep, because I'm definitely rooting for. I think the Buccaneers are having a good season. And again, if the NFC South team finish below 500, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Oh my God, the Cowboys got to play a game against, and that's what we're going to talk about, because the Cowboys need to win the division then.
Oh, okay. Are we getting to them?
Let's go to the videotape, as my main man Warner Wolf used to say. Shout out to Warner Wolf, in New York City, Channel 2 News back in the days. Let me read that. Dallas Cowboys against the Buffalo Bills yesterday in Orchard Park, New York. Western New York, the Bills win this game handily, 31-10. Wasn't even a contest, wasn't even nothing. From the AP, it says the Bills offense had found its legs in time to make a playoff push. Josh Allen played the role of happy spectator by standing back and watching James Cook run left and right and up the middle as Buffalo ran away with a 31-10 victory over the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not even got the stats in front of me.
He really did cook, but go ahead.
James Cook, the brother of Dalvin Cook, like I said, Buffalo finally maybe they listen to this podcast, because we've been saying, they don't act like a team that plays in the Northeast.
Nope.
They keep throwing the ball over the yard. Josh Allen in late November and in December, throwing for 45 times. You know how many times he threw for yesterday, fans? 14, I believe, right? 7 of 14.
7-15, I believe.
7 of 15.
Yeah. One
of those crazy numbers. And it was a nasty, rainy day, just like I was in Charlotte. It was a nasty, rainy day in Western New York. And the Buffalo Bills was able to play ball control and bully the the Dallas defensive line around the whole game. Now, let me go to the other side because there's another team on the other side, right? Dallas acts like they don't know how to play games on the road. They're perfect at home, and when they get on the road, it's like Cinderella slipper falls off and she puts on the Timberland boot because it looks crazy. D-Dub, go ahead, and I'll give you more.
I got one better for you. It's like the Dallas Cowboys are, in this pre-COVID, post-COVID world we live in. The Dallas Cowboys are the team that works well at home. They work from home team. See, the Dallas Cowboys work from home. They're definitely not a remote team because they can't get it done on the road. So they have to go. They work from home well. That's one thing they do. They work from home well.
They can't go in the office.
No, they can't go in the office, dog. They got to work from home. They're a work from home team, and they proved it last night. I mean, dog, this game was out of control. It was
early.
It was 21-3 halftime, 24-3 third quarter, 31-3 entering the fourth quarter. They scored that 7 points late in the fourth quarter, man. That doesn't, I mean, to me, the game was 31-3. That was it, man. And guess what? They just did a steady. Micah Parsons, you was talking a lot of trash after that Philly. Yo, we smashed them in their mouth. Keep the same energy. Yada yada yada. Yo, dog, just be easy, man. Be easy. Calm down. Yes, it's still the regular season, man. I'm not throwing Dallas away, but
only 195 yards total offense for Dallas yesterday.
Yo, another thing, kill that noise, please. Kill that noise about Dak. Dak is the MVP. Dak had to win these two games. He had to win Buffalo and he had to win Miami. And Miami's this week coming up.
Yeah, I think Miami's going to destroy him because they're not a work from home. They are remote. They're not a remote team.
They're not a remote team. They work from home well.
Yeah.
So they're gonna lose to Miami. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Tyreek Hill is coming back, but Tyreek Hill, he had an off. So much so he had an off day yesterday because it wasn't really needed. So
Would you be willing to say this though?
Go ahead.
The Cowboys and Dolphins are similar in nature, where
absolutely. Go ahead.
Where they beat up on lesser charged teams.
Shout out to Kwame Brown. Lesser charged teams. Yeah.
Right?
I would say that.
Dolphin fans, y'all gonna say to me, when y'all see me, oh, but they only play the schedule that they're given. I get it.
We got it, and that's cool. We ain't mad at you. That's what you got.
But when you face the likes of Philadelphia, what did you do?
Only if they working from home, dog. If they working from home, they good.
Right.
But guess what? They done slipped down to 5. So they slipped down to 5. And if they got to go to Philadelphia, that's going to be an L. They got to go to San Francisco, it's going to be an L. They had a chance to go ahead and get that number 1 spot. That should have been a motivation for them. They should not. There's no way they should have came out that flat yesterday.
I just like in the first half, I was like, Dallas has nothing. They have nothing.
They didn't look nowhere near that game before against Philadelphia when they look laser sharp.
Nope.
I mean, if you watch football, you could tell the difference. You could definitely tell the difference. I know I did.
If the Eagles lose tonight, Dallas still potentially can win out according to playoff scenarios.
That's true. I don't believe it, D. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, I don't believe in the Cowboys to do that. That's what I'm saying. It can happen, but I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't believe. No.
So yeah, man. Just shout out to the Bills. They finally listened to this podcast and started running the ball. And
we're gonna take credit for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, because we've been telling Josh Allen to throwing the rock around for 40 times in December and November. Why? Get a running game, control the clock, and when Allen needs to make a play at the end, let him make a play at the end.
And that's another thing. The ball control was phenomenal. I mean, they held on the ball for like 30-some minutes compared to Dallas's 24, 25. I mean, Dallas, you got Dak on the bench. he can't make things happen. But Dallas' run game was trash, man. I mean, Pollard nowhere to be found. I mean, something that right, something that they took pride in, between Pollard and the run game, the offensive line, it was non-existent yesterday. So they got to hit the drawing board, and again, this doesn't. I'm not throwing Dallas out because they still in there. They clinched. They actually they did clinch. They, if I'm not mistaken,
What, clinch they playoff
berth. They're a playoff berth team. Is that correct?
Yes, it looks like they did. Yes.
It's only 3-4 teams that's in playoffs so far.
The Niners clinched the division yesterday.
Right.
Eagles clinched the playoff berth, and Dallas clinched their playoff berth in the NFC. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Go ahead, D.
Right. So, there's work to be done for Dallas. They got to figure out how to win on the road, and win on the road against quality, some good teams. Because as of so far, like I said, they beat up on teams that are, lesser charged, not that great. That's it. That's all I got for the Cowboys.
Yep. Let's move on to the next game. Shout out to the Bills. Cowboys, y'all got some work to do. Let's move on to our last game that we're going to analyze tonight. The Baltimore Ravens, man. They beat up on Jacksonville. Jacksonville, man, I want to put Jacksonville in like this next tier of up and coming teams, but they keep on doing this and
fumbling the bag. Go ahead.
This nondescript loss yesterday against a Ravens squad that's very good. I don't know. Let me read this from the AP. Lamar Jackson threw a touchdown pass and made the play of the night. And if you didn't see it, man, it was almost like Madden's stick level, where he eluded like 2 sacks and threw to Isaiah likely near the goal line. The Baltimore Ravens clinched a postseason berth with a 23-7 victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday. Gus Edwards ran for a touchdown for the Ravens, 11-3, who won their 4th in a row and moved to a step closer to securing the number 1 seed and home field advantage through the AFC playoffs. Lamar Jackson, he was 14-24, 171, 1 TD. He had also 1 interception. To me, Trevor Lawrence, he was 25 of 43. They think they threw the ball way too much, and they didn't rely on their running game, man. Etienne only ran the ball 10 times, and Baltimore defense is good. I don't know if it's that good, but I'll give it to you, D. What you got?
Yeah, Baltimore's good. They're a good team, but I don't know if it's something about where I don't trust them. Just like I don't, the Jaguars, I think they're scratching at that level, but they can't seem to get there. I don't know if Lawrence is quite there yet. I think he's a heck of a talent, but I don't think he's just quite there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Baltimore got, man, when you got a guy back there and who can quarterback and he can run and he's looking to throw the ball more than he's looking actually to run, but he throws the guys off so much it's like the poison, bro. You don't know what this guy gonna do, man. I mean, he's so elusive exactly. It was just like Madden, man, making guys miss. He's ducking here, ducking it. He's trips over his own man's feet, trips it. I mean, he just makes so many plays. And it's hard to prepare for this guy, man. I mean, and saying that, they're at where they at, man, and they're 11-3, and I think they're about to, they got this AFC sold up. So just because the Chiefs are taking a couple of L's, so but I still say that the Chiefs are the team to beat in that AFC. So as of right now, they still the team to beat because, the minute that you pick against them, that's when these guys show up, regardless of the fact that they got wide receivers who can't catch or do stupid stuff and line up off sides and things of that nature. But, they're still the champions, and they're long as they're in the playoffs, they're the team to beat.
So the Ravens moved to 11-3. The Jaguars are 8-6. We'll just analyze the playoff picture here for a little bit here, and we'll start with the AFC, where, like you said, the Ravens are 11-3, Dolphins are 10-4, Chiefs are 9-5, Jacksonville is 8-6, Browns are 9-5, Bengals 8-6, and Indianapolis is 7-5. The Ravens are the only one that have clinched a playoff berth. And the teams that I aforementioned before, those teams are right there or in the hunt. Your thoughts, D?
Yeah, you said the Dolphins are 10 and they got the second place.
Well, they're currently 10-4. The Chiefs are 9-5.
Yeah,
yes.
So they 3-4. Jaguars is 4. Browns 5. Bengals 6. Colts 7. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is right, man. But again, you got these guys on the Buffalo's still right there. They have to win out, and hopefully one of these other teams will fall out, which is possible. So Buffalo still got a chance. They on the bubble and still have a chance to get in there. So
did Cincinnati beat Buffalo this year? I'm trying to remember. Did they win that game? Who won that game between Buffalo and Cincinnati? Because if they tie, that's going to go to Buffalo.
Buffalo and Cincinnati. Let me check that real quick.
If the playoffs were to start right now, the Ravens will receive a bye.
Cincinnati beat Buffalo.
All right, so that's something that the Bills got to overcome.
Yeah.
And hopefully they get the last playoff spot with the Colts. The Colts are 7-5.
Yeah.
Currently. If the playoffs were to start today, Ravens will receive a bye. Will be the Dolphins versus the Colts, Chiefs versus the Bengals, Jaguars versus the Browns. So
yeah,
that was that. But I the Colts been playing good football too. Shout out to them. They beat on the Pittsburgh Steelers on Saturday night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gardner Minshew, the third. He played an excellent game, and they're doing everything right. They're running the ball. The Colts, they're putting Minshew where he can be able to. Hold on, I'm about to say that word. Manage the game, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Cam. Yo, man.
Cam got a lot of flack for saying that, man.
Foolishness. That's what that was. Whatever. No, I'll go into it. You got too many TV personalities that try to play this guy. You know what I'm saying? Again, you're attacking the wrong stuff. You could disagree with the kid, but that's okay, man. But all this other stuff, he acting like this guy's a bum. Stop, man. 2015 had a magical year, man. Don't act like don't. If anybody could talk, he could talk. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy, man. But
right.
These guys, man. I think these people on these networks, man, they get too cute and they trying to get a chuckle. You know what I'm saying? Laugh, and it's like, we sitting back. What you laughing at? How's that? That's not cute. Still, don't act like Cam wasn't that dude. Stop.
Yeah, Cam did his thing. Brought the Panthers to that magical year, as you said. Even though he ain't falling that ball.
Boy, you got to fall on that boy. Pause, but you got to fall. You got to get up on that ball, boy. Stop playing. Carolina's just kind of mad at you on that one, but
the Panther fans were definitely mad, man. Cam acted like that was a fire.
Yeah.
Oof. But anyway, shout out to Cam, man. Shout out to Cam. We love Cam on the show, man. Let me go to the playoff picture in the NFC real quick. NFC Niners, they clinched. They're 11-3. Eagles clinched their playoff spot. They're 10-3. Detroit, they are currently 10-4. They are top of the NFC North. Tampa Bay 7-7, as I've stated before. Dallas, they clinched their playoff berth. They're 10-4. Minnesota 7-7. Rams are 7-7. This playoffs was to start tonight. 49ers got a bye. Eagles versus the Rams. Lions versus the Vikings. Bucks will host the Cowboys. As I said, the Cowboys will have to be on the road to play the Bucks. Your thoughts on the playoff picture, real quick, D-Dub?
Yo, man, I said it early from the beginning. I love San Francisco.
Me too.
San Francisco's, they had that hiccup stretch, three losses in a row. But man, let me tell you something, man. We said it, man. Yo, Christian McCaffrey is a switch army knife along with Debo Samuels and
MVP.
and
Yes, I think he's
and
an MVP.
and Brock. So like I said, they got that CBD for real. They on it, and San Francisco is going to be a tough out.
Take your credit for you. What's CBD?
Yeah, what I said, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, and Debo. So
before somebody silly, CBD. Nah, we said it here first.
Yeah, man. Stop playing. Yeah, for real. But yeah, that's the team, man. They got that narcotic, so they good. They good to go.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody else is. Nobody else is. I mean, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? You always got to play the games. But right now, I think they're the youngest in charge right now.
Yeah,
so,
as you can see, they imposed their will yesterday during that game.
Oh, absolutely. Full. I mean,
it wasn't
even close. It wasn't close, man. It wasn't close. They got that beat. They got that game against the Eagles. That beat down that they put on the Eagles, and that was a get back. So, the Eagles. We'll see what the Eagles look like in a couple of minutes. They're about to kick off in a few.
About 2 minutes. Yes.
Yeah, we'll see. They play the Seattle Seahawks, and this could be a game. I mean, they say Hurts is a little under the weather.
Yep, they say
two
separate planes.
Seattle's a team that you don't know what type of team you'll get from them. One minute they're playing lights out, and then the next minute they play like trash. So we'll see if this is going to be a hard game for the Eagles to put together here. So but other than that, the Lions got Lions is in third, Buccaneers, Lions and Vikings have to play again. I think we mentioned that. And shout outs to the Rams. They're
hanging in there.
They're hanging in there, and I think they speeded it. I think they now hit that outside lane, and they're trying to do some things. And they got washed. They played Washington and beat them yesterday. And I forget what their next 3 games they got, but shout outs to the Rams, because the Rams are looking pretty good coming down the stretch. And what's my man Jared Goff? I know we don't want to. Some people don't want to give him credit, but he's playing good. He's playing good. Cooper Kupp is back. I seen him get a score yesterday. So look out for the Rams. Rams are playing really good.
What you got for tonight's game? Give me a score for tonight's game before we get out of here.
Oh, tonight's game, I would say 28, 24. I'm gonna give it to the Eagles.
I was thinking 28-20 Eagles. I mean, 28-20 Eagles. Yeah, I don't think Seattle. I mean, Seattle got they got the best home field advantage in the league, I believe, in my opinion. And they play well at home at whatever they call it now. But they do a good job, man. Do a good job at home.
They play well at home, so they're another one.
Yeah, I know, right?
Work from home.
Well, listen, we're going to get on out of here, man. Let me just give you a couple of announcements before it sound like we're in church. Give you a couple of announcements. Pastor, we'll be on Thursday. Our standalone show, our 90-minute show that we always host. So look out for that. As we talk all sports on Thursday. Won't be no 4th and Short or no college gridiron on Monday because of Christmas, and on the next following Monday because of the New Year. So we'll wrap all that into Thursday shows. And hey, look out for new stuff coming in the new year. You see this wonderful hoodie you will be able to purchase. I know I've been saying this, but
man, you got people pressing me, man. They send me in the street. Yo, man, I got the merch. I want to support. I was like, yeah, I know, man. It's coming.
It's coming. Part of it's my fault, but it will be on our website. Make sure if the producer can put the website on the screens. It's not www. It's sportschaserspodcast.net. Go to it. There's blogs on there with us. There's all of our nice pictures. Beautiful, nice. Just go to our website, check it out, and you'll be able to check out the merch here in a little bit. Also, we got affiliate. Some sponsors coming. We got, as D-Dub has it on, We're partnering with Fanatics.
Yeah, Fanatics is.
And we had a guest on probably about a year or so ago. Main man Chris Diner, he's the CEO of Dugout Mugs. So if you're into baseball and you like these, I don't have one in front of me right now, but he has these beautiful mugs that he makes out of baseball bats. And whatever baseball team you like, you can purchase one. We partner with them. I think our producers got it pulled up on. There you go. So we are partnered with Dugout Mugs, and you'll be able to purchase on our website. And you help out Dugout Mugs and you help out the Sports Chasers, man, as they are partnering with us. And yes, we'll give you a code to that. We ain't got a code right now. Well, I got one, but it's not ready to go live right now. So until we put it on the website. So that's what we're waiting for.
In time.
Well, like real soon. So as you can see, they make them in aluminum and makes them in wood.
Yeah, they're really dope. It's nice. Nice
So
stuff.
you can even get them even custom logos. So you got like a business or whatever, you want to put your little you can absolutely do that. They got bat handle, bottle openers.
Yeah.
What else? They got shot glasses. I got one myself. So if you want one, man, definitely. Like I said, we are partnered with them. They're one of our sponsors. Going to be one of our sponsors, along with Fanatics, man. So I don't have nothing else. D-Dub, what's your parting shots? I mean, well, it's not even Thursday, but what you got?
I ain't got no parting shots, man. Hey, enjoy your Monday. Christmas is soon upon us. We a week away. And hey, everybody be safe and enjoy your holiday weekend. I know a lot of people are leaving, going on, work or whatever. And enjoying their family. So, hey,
whatever,
for
man.
the Giants.
Whatever.
Hey, they trolling us. They're super producer trolling us. That's all right.
Whatever, man. You know what? I got something to say. Yo, during this Christmas season, man, make sure you hang out with your family, love on your family. But I feel what I'm about to say. This sounds I guess I'm in my pastor bag here. Don't go out and spend a bunch of money on a bunch of adults.
Please.
Don't go into debt for Christmas. Just saying, man. The kids, we love the kids, man, but not for no adults, man.
Yeah, we're moving smarter, and I mean, we should be doing, yeah. Super producer, we'll have a chat later on about that. I don't want to get you in trouble, bro.
Don't do it.
I won't get you in trouble, man.
Yo, just be smart.
We'll have your pops mad at me. No.
Let get these folks in trouble, man. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Elwan, your host and moderator for D-Dub, for Angry One, for the DA, for Dan, the hockey dude, and for Mike Mills, man. This is the Sports Chasers podcast, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed, man. Hey, we'll see you on Thursday for our standalone 90-minute show on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Be good. Be blessed. Have a great start of your week. Y'all be good. Peace.